first thing is you have to start on the individual level. Like there is self-work that has to happen. And we're a space that cultivates and grows leaders. And so I think if you're planning to lead anyone and you also claim to care about DE&I from an organizational perspective, you as an individual need to do the hard work. And that just looks at asking yourself, what are your blinders? Really doing some self-reflection about your upbringing, who's in your circle, who's not in your circle, what are you missing? What biases might you have? And really figuring out how that plays into your work, who you associate with, and how you treat people. And you got to be honest with yourself. You know, it's not fun work to do because you're really going to be questioning how you operate and what's comfortable to you. And so as long as you're honest with yourself, that work helps. I'd say the next thing would be to, if you're from an organizational perspective, you need to do some type of needs assessment, collect some data, look at what the space looks like, set some goals, and take real action. Like you mentioned, you know, I am tired of seeing these 30 to 40 page DEI strategic plans. Dr. Wright, can you review this for us? And my first question is, are you really about this life? Like, are you really going to do something? Or are you just writing really nice words? Because it's actually going to do you more harm. I'd rather you as an organization say, we're not focused on DEI right now. And that's just the truth. The honesty really helps because that trust that Shellac is talking about is very real. If you are saying one thing and doing another, you've lost the trust and faith from your employees, and it's pointless at that point. Also, please avoid cultural taxation and the minority tax, as some might call it. If you know that you only have a few people of a certain group, they can't do every single diversity effort that you have, particularly Black faculty, Black and brown faculty. We are not just teaching classes, just for the record, especially if you have small populations of Black and brown students, they are leaning on us for psychological safety, emotional safety, and often in the wee hours of the morning, texting and getting guidance from us. And so know that, that our work doesn't stop at office hours. And, and that should be recognized. So as an organization, that's important. And also, you need to really embrace a culture of allowing employees and students, or whoever your constituents are, to be able to be honest and give feedback and share concerns. Do not say you have an open door policy and that people can come and share concerns. And if somebody comes and says, I feel like I've been overlooked for an opportunity because of my race or my gender or whatever, and you say, oh, that's not the case. Our first reaction can't be to protect. And it's hard for me because I'm coming from an HR perspective, and although my first priority is to protect our employees, I'm also protecting the university in a lot of ways too. And so you have to really check yourself to say, let's not dismiss these allegations, or let's not dismiss this person's their truth. Because as soon as you start dismissing people's experiences and their truths, the trust that is so needed in order to get the work done, you start losing.